What's the good word, YouTube? I am so relaxed. I haven't been this relaxed in a very long time. I don't even know it's been so long. No doggy mashing me, so I'm actually chilling. You get to see me laying back on the couch. Imagine that. Yeah, very relaxed. Life's been pretty chaotic, and I'm always out here talking all this craziness that is and was my life, right? Mm. But lately, because I've been on this kick about trying to figure out who I am, what is the truth, and in order to get my anger in check is kind of what fueled a lot of this introspection, looking inside. Because I spent, to be honest, my whole life saying all my problems were the world coming at me, right? When I'm left alone, I'm cool. It's not true. I recently figured that out. It's not true. There's a lot of fucked up shit in here, turmoil, anger that I didn't realize that it exists. It's not triggered by, it's not created by the outside world. It's already in here. It's triggered by the outside world for sure. Or sometimes it's triggered by thoughts, whatever, right? That anger. And doing some homework and you know what? There. Doing, I can't see, but it's better. I like that. It's when you're forced to think about the truth, right? What is the reason Johnny O is lonely? Why can't I get along with people? I can't sit here and blame the world because I get fucking so pissed because I lost my keys. My keys didn't have nothing to do with anything. I get worked up. There are people who have asked me, why are you so mad? It's just your keys. I've had that said to me more than once. And I couldn't answer it. I didn't know. Well, there's a lot of reasons for it, right? A lot of shit happened to me when I was a kid to piss me off, and I'm not over it. That's a fact. And knowing that now, when I start getting mad, I'll giggle sometimes like, dude, it's just some old bullshit from when you were a kid. Chill out for a minute. And then I think about that, and then I'll go, there's my fucking keys. Oh. Once you stop being angry, the keys were sitting there the whole fucking time, but because I see red and I'm fucking, right? That's me. And I learned about that, and I'm fixing that because I took the time to figure it out. In this little situation we had with our nosy people, shall we say, that want to come fuck with our good time, right? I'm not even going to use the word that describes what they are. I don't want the algorithms spitting those creeps over here, right? And whatever creeps are around still, they'll get tired, right? I'm not trying to pick a fight with them. Just go away. We know who you are. Anyway, through that situation and through a set of circumstances, our family got bigger, and the new members of the family are, I love them. I don't know how else to say it. I love them. Both of them. They know who they are. And it's part of my cryptic shit, right? There's still more to a lot of things that I may or may not tell you one day. It's not important. What's important is us being here for each other. And I just got better today. I fixed some stuff today up here in the last couple days, right? Some of it had to do with anger. Some of it had to do with just getting to know myself better. And some of it had to do with getting closer to God, to be honest. Been on my mind a lot lately, and it's nothing I've been bugged with. You know, nobody's been chirping in my ear at all. The curiosity's in here, right? And it's not because of, you know, like, how can I put this? Here's a good analogy. When you're a kid and you're getting hammered for the first time and you puke your guts out, and then you get the dry heaves and you're for hours and nothing's coming out. I remember doing this and my mom going, I told you to slow down, right? 12 years old. Mom's telling me, she told me to slow down, and I'm dry heaving in the shitter. And all I'm doing is, God, please let me get through this. I'll never drink again. How many times have you heard that story, or how many times have you said that story? God, please help me get through this. I'll never drink again. You know how many times I must have drank after that and said that same thing over and over and over again? Pretty soon you're like, you know, you got no respect. Just like the cops got no respect. You take them for granted. You don't give a shit. And you know what? After a while, they don't give a shit about you. I'm not saying that about him, but I'm just saying, right, in general. You tend to lose focus on the things that are most important in life. Friends, family, country, and God, right? Just saying. And I ain't set foot in a church and sat and listened to anybody talk about God since I was a young teenager, right? Still riding a bicycle. Because once a car got involved, smoking pot and drinking and carousing was way more important than listening to the Word of God, right? I didn't give a fuck about church. Fuck you. I got shit to do. I gotta go, right? But I'm going to share a story with you. And it's a tough one for me to talk about. Shit. But I got to do it. And I've said this before, but it takes on a whole new meaning now because things are changing for me. But anyway, I did a foster home story not too long ago. Same foster home, same time frame, right? 4th grade, I think. Lived in the San Mateo village, that I know for sure. But anyway. Scared. Told you about the Boy Scouts. I joined the Boy Scouts so I could get a fucking knife. Here, I like doing... But I laid in bed with the knife to my fucking chest, and then when I got tired, I put it under the pillow. And I joined the Boy Scouts just so I could have this in my room and my foster parents wouldn't trip, right? It was me thinking about my survival, right? That was one part of my survival. You know what the other part was? My mom taught me that prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep, right? So, when I was tripping, laying in that bed, hanging on to my fucking knife, and I would say that prayer, now I lay me down to sleep. It was my lifeline to somebody watching my back, because I didn't know where my mom was. I didn't know where my brothers were. I didn't have nothing else but my knife and God. True story. So that was my church, right? That little prayer when I was a kid in a foster home. Now it's a little different. There's something going on inside that's got me curious, right? It's got nothing to do with Trump, an election, a pandemic, an Antifa. Got nothing to do with none of that. I'm hungry for something else. I'm hungry for knowledge about who I am, what I am, and God's part of that. But what the fuck can I say? You know? I'm just being honest. And I don't give a fuck what this does to my subscribers. If there's some tough guys out there that don't want to hear about God, fucking kick rocks, homie. You're fucking lost. He's part of this equation. And I ain't talking church. You know, I'm not. And I'm not going to talk shit about church because I'm not going to insult anybody, because it's pointless. When you talk about religion, you talk about the mask, you talk about the election, you're just going to fucking stir up a hornet's nest, and I don't want to fucking hear it. So when I'm talking about God, I'm talking about God. I'm not talking about church. Not. There's a difference. Church, a building, and a religion, you know, somebody's opinion. No, I'm talking about a relationship with God by myself. Fuck your rules. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. You can't tell me to go sit in a wooden box and say, forgive me in a Hail Mary. Go fuck yourself. No disrespect, but that shit don't work for Johnny O. And so, comes in here, it comes out, and you get what you get. Sorry. But this is part of what I'm going through right now. And it's important for me to be honest with you guys. And like I said, I don't give two fucks what people think about me. I give two fucks what you think about what I say, and does it help you? That's all. You know, and if you don't want to hear about my opinion about God, that's cool. You free will, do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, homie is talking to me and I'm fucking listening. Just saying. And I'm not going to preach on it because I'm not a Bible thumper. Right? That I don't know verse. I don't know scripture. I don't know nothing. I just know I miss them. Anyway. Sorry. I'm just emotional, and I'm extremely grateful, and I'm in such a good mood. And to get back on track, our family got bigger and stronger, and all of this is all tied together to something much bigger than my pit bull rescue. That I'm sure of. You know, because like I've said a million times, this ain't about me. It's about all of us, all different walks of life, different religions, different skin colors, but with one common goal: to be respected and loved by the people around you. Is it not that fucking simple? Is that not what we're all trying to do here? Is to be loved and respected in life in general, and to live life like the tattoo says. You just want to live your life, be free to live it the way you see fit. Pretty simple concepts. You don't want nobody telling you what to do. You don't need nobody telling you how to be a good person. You should already know these things. And if you're a little one, mom and dad should be teaching you. And if those lessons didn't get taught, normally it's still in here for most folk. You know, a lot of what goes through my head I was born with. I'm recently figured that out too. Nobody taught me how to come out here on YouTube and give a shit about strangers. There is no lesson for that. So what I do comes from somewhere else. You know, you tell me. You guys watch me enough. Put it in the fucking comments. What am I doing for you? You know, what do you see when you watch me? I'm just saying. You know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I do believe I'm here for a fucking reason. It's not me. And it's more than my dogs. It was nothing but my dogs when this started. And a bottle of Jameson. You know, I needed the Jameson to talk about the dogs, to even have the balls to come out here and show my face and act stupid, right? Couldn't have done it without the booze. No, just drink coffee. Yeah, and smoke some pot. That's not necessarily the worst nor the best, but it's honest, right? But you see what I am, you see what I do, and you've seen it for some time now. And what's to come is going to be what I've always wanted, right? Family, village, tribe, teepee, river, dog rescue. All those things are coming together. They're materializing rapidly. You know, there's details that haven't quite fell into place yet, but they're very close. You know, and I can't wait to start doing that stuff and show those videos, because I think the way it's going to unfold, as soon as I get this word, which should have come today. Actually, I was really hoping I was going to get the call today. But whatever. I'll be lucky if I get it by the end of the month. Irregardless, when that phone call comes and I'm square on finances and I know exactly what's what, I'm buy a ship container, I'm going to pack my shit and get it out of the house, and I'm going to get the house sold and the caddy and the Denali sold. I'm going to pack up the monster truck, and it's going to be our traveling motorhome. I got an air mattress, I got everything I need, I got a generator, I got, that thing is, it'll go anywhere, do anything, believe me. Look up the reputation of a 7.3 diesel Ford. They don't get any better. And I don't think you'll find anybody to disagree for the most part, unless they're a diehard Cummins fan. But sorry, I digress. I like my monster truck, what can I say? But me and the girls are going to go travel before I buy land. I don't know where I'm going to buy land now. You know, I'm pretty sure I know, but I'm listening because I'm supposed to, right? I'm feeling that. It's part of this. And I'm sharing that. Like I said, as it comes in here, I'm let you know, right? It's pretty fucking cool. I just, you know, it's hard to put into words how many things are all falling in place at the same time. And that's why I say it really feels like it's got a lot to do with God's hand, because there's too many coincidences. There's way too many things for me to ignore and just pretend like I'm just getting lucky. Things are finally starting to just work. And the coincidences are just like, wow. You know, it's not like some bullshit deja vu. And I'm not going to get into details, but the people that have seen what I've seen and lived what I've been living through lately, as everything unfolds, they know exactly what I'm talking about. They see it, and I'm sharing it, right? Because I don't care. Like I said, if me chit-chatting about God scares you off, then you're not who I should be talking to. And I'm not preaching. I don't expect you to do anything with your beliefs. You know, that's for you to do and decide and whatnot, right? That's not... I don't know. I get a little nervous because it's a topic that people get quickly uncomfortable with. And to be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable with it too, because it's all new to me, right? Trying to get a relationship with God established after all these years, it's kind of strange, but it's important to me, and I'm exploring it, you know? And so I'm sharing that because that's recently become important to me. Where before it was more of a curiosity and a little, you know, thinking about it a little bit, and thoughts would come into my head, and you know, and then I'd get these little weird signs again and again and again and again and again and again, and it started fucking with me, and I'm like, is homie trying to say something? Is he trying to, you know, and more and more and more, and so I was like, well, fuck it, I'll give in then. Let's see where this goes. And since I let go and gave in, things have just picked up speed and gotten better, right? And it's not crazy, you know? I got no plans to go to a church. I wouldn't know where to fucking go, and I got no one to go with, right? It's like, so please don't misunderstand any of this with Bible thumping. That's not what I'm doing here, right? Never have. I just need to make it really clear that this is cool and I'm enjoying this. And if you start getting thoughts about God in your head, think about that shit. Go explore some shit. Go, you know, go dig around for your damn self. It's worth it, right? I mean, I dig around about a lot of stuff. And if there was ever anything worth digging around about, don't you think God would be it? Right? Been around for a long time. That topic, people die for it, about it all the time. Wars about religion and shit all the time. So it's kind of pertinent given the climate of this country. I think a relationship with God might be insightful right now, right? Maybe you'll be more patient, more understanding, more forgiving, right? Words out of your Bible or your Quran or your whatever, Torah, right? I mean, I'm not very well versed on religion. I know enough to be stupid, right? To be honest, but I know a little. And if you dig through those books and those papers, there's a lot of commonality. They're just spoken a little different. The problem is people get hung up on the details and get hating and killing each other over those fucking details when God's talking to you up here, not through your fucking eyeballs out of words in a book. Sorry. He speaks to me in here. You know, I don't, this is all new to me. I don't even know how to listen really yet, but I know I've been getting these little signs, feelings, hints, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's pretty cool and it feels good. It does, man. There's nothing wrong with wanting to love God or Him to love you, right? Nothing to be embarrassed about, right? It's not. And it's not something you have to do, you know? It's up to you how you live life, right? Like the tattoo on my chest. How you choose to do that is your business. All right. Holy shit. See, I can't see. 22 minutes. Wow, man, I've really been getting long on these things. And the nice thing is I quit looking at my analytics for the most part. So if you guys only lasted 2 minutes and I ran my mouth for 20 minutes for... Oh, I almost said for nothing, and it's not. Because it's for me. This is my oral history, right? This is me documenting, getting curious about God, right? And dipping my toe in the water and seeing where it goes. You know, this is the first time I ever made a video about this. First time I've ever come out here and talked to you guys about my feelings about God. Never was inspired to until today. You know, yeah, the hints and conversations have been taking place for a little while, but it's been very light, right? And it's just kind of been a little here, a little there, this person, that person, coincidence, this and that. And like I said, these little hints, these little, it's too hard to explain. But now that I'm settling into it, I'm like, oh, you guys got to hear this. This is pretty cool, right? And like I said, what's wrong with throwing God some love and back and forth, right? Just like you guys. Just saying, it's kind of cool. All right. Mad love and respect as always. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Be a part of our family. It's the channel, not my channel. It's our family, not my family. Right? We're in this shit show together. And I mean that sincerely. I do. You know, we're all part of God. God's in here. And when we pull together, we're all doing what we were always meant to do. And that's, you know, just to love on each other and not be hating and killing each other, right? That shit just don't work no more. All that hate and shit. Look where things are going, right? Just saying, you know, I don't think too many of them little dipshit Antifa guys running around thinking about God. You know, I don't know. Just saying. Doesn't matter how you think about it, but if you're thinking about Him, you're probably not thinking about burning some shit down, right? So, sounds like a good idea to me. All right. I'm rambling a little bit too much, but I'm like a little kid. I'm excited. I got a new toy, right? Couple new toys. And like I said, I'm a little kid with a new toy. I don't want to stop playing with it. Keep it clean. Are you laughing? Good. Because can't take any of this too serious, right? I'm sure God's got a good sense of humor. So go laugh. All right. Peace.